All right, I think we can start. So thank you everyone for joining today and welcome to our weekly community call. Please remember to write your name and in the HackMD that I'm going to share again in the chat for everyone who's joining now. So please remember that in this call the CNCF code of conduct applies, so please be nice to everyone. Although I don't see why you shouldn't be nice to everyone else, but I still need to say it. And thank you for joining. Please remember that this call is being recorded and we do have the recordings on the Falco website. So if you do not wish to show your face, you can just switch your camera off. So I will send the HackMD link again for the people that just joined. And I think we can start. So there is one item on the agenda which doesn't surprise me because I added it, and that's about the upcoming Falco 0.31.1 patch release. Now the work for this is undergoing, and I don't want to jinx it, but it seems to be going well. So also thanks to Falco maintainers who were helping me that I was leading this release on this matter. So if you're interested, you can look at the, let's put it also on the Zoom chat, the link for the issue related to this release. As you can see, there is the list of everything that changed, all the changes to the libs and the changelog for the Falco fixes. Currently, we are waiting for test infra to finish building the drivers for this version. And after that, if all looks good, we can, I will go to maintainers and ask to tag the release and actually make it official. If you have any questions or if you want to know more, please take a look at the issue. You can ask now, or if you think I'm missing something from there, please.
I don't have a question, but I can say that Luca, as release manager, is doing a great job. Bravo, Luca.
Thank you, Leonardo. Thanks also, and of course, thanks to all the release managers and maintainers that were able to help, and also to have a pretty good process in place, because it's nice to see all the steps that you have to do without having to think about that. Anyways, I don't think I see any other topic on the agenda. So if you have either questions on this or anything to add or anything you wish to talk about, please, the floor is yours. And remember to put your name.
Yeah, I just want to share with the community something that is going on within the test infra maintainers group. Not since ever probably, but with both 0.31.0 and 0.31.1, so the current release, we have been experiencing a few glitches with the CI pipelines. So we are actively thinking on a few workarounds to make the whole releasing automation a little bit more stable. And we might want to drop either Circle CI or move some jobs out of Circle CI to land on either GitHub Actions or Prow. So this is just to warn the community that there will be some work going on in the next few weeks and months on especially on the driver building pipeline. That's the one that takes most of the time and usually creates most of the friction to release a new feature, new release. Sorry, and basically that's it. I will take care of updating you as soon as we have finalized some decision, and we are also planning to bring back the infra working group that was in place some months ago to just meet and exchange opinions and like thoughts about our open infra that we operate as Falco maintainers. That's it.
Good idea.
I know that some other people from the community, I believe Max, were doing some work on this, and I'd also be very interested to know from the infrastructure gurus what's going on and how we can help make this better.
Yeah, Fred and I use GitHub Actions a lot. So if you guys want any help on that front,
that's great.
Yeah, you could even reuse our GitHub workflow for the UBI, for example. When we get there, we have all that ready. So yeah, definitely.
Great. So Fred, I will take care of. I mean, if you are willing to contribute everything together, probably that will be part of the PR. Otherwise, I will get in touch as soon as we have an ideal plan.
They're going to be separate PRs.
Okay, great.
We are trying to make them small and self-contained. But yeah, definitely, that's very good news that you're going with GitHub Actions. So. Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as you have the PR ready, we can invite you to join the infra discussion because this actually handles all the Falco security projects, both the ones that are graduated, are in stable, and the ones that are incubating endorsed sandbox. So yeah, happy to have the discussion as soon as you're ready.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
That's very cool. And also, I would like to share, just as a follow-up topic, a very interesting conversation that I had with Fred and Terrell. And I don't know, this is a discussion that we were having, but I don't think we have all the pieces yet. So we were thinking about having the possibility of contributing, especially from Fred and Terrell, who are experienced in that, a UBI image in the Falco, let's say in the Falco repository, having a Docker file that can be based on UBI. Now, this is another possible image that you can have for Falco. And there is one thing that could be super cool. I don't know how doable it is, but maybe there are some folks that have more experience on this. That would be maybe contributing this to the Red Hat catalog. I don't know, especially if there's someone from Red Hat that can help us. Yes, thanks a lot. I was looking at you. It would be super cool if we have this UBI Docker file in a way built in such a way that can be inserted in some kind of continuous delivery pipeline that not only uses the image, but also updates the base image from UBI with the security guarantees that exist in the UBI catalog. That would be awesome because we could have one image that is easy to use for people in the Red Hat ecosystem, OpenShift and so forth, and is also automatically vulnerability scanned and all the stuff that is nice. I would love to hear some thoughts on that.
Sounds great. I don't actually have contact with the teams that maintain the UBI repos, but let me reach out to a few groups and try to get you guys in contact with them. I'm sure
and specifically, Mauro, say that we have a workflow that is building that UBI-based image. Would Red Hat help us, for example, with a subscription manager account, or the kind of things that will allow us to publish also these images, right, and certify them?
Yeah.
So yeah, the certification aspect, I think, is something that Red Hat could help a lot. Yeah, we can help build them and create a CI, but yeah, the certification is something that we need to have some help.
Awesome. Yeah, let me reach out and talk to a few people, see where can I get a contact, and I'll just put you guys in touch, and you'll probably get it working.
Sounds great. Thank you.
That's really awesome. Thank you. When you get the chance, please do it, because I want to see a Falco image that shows up green in that nice interface and is easy to use, because I've heard from a lot of people, even not just in the Falco channel, some people said, "Hey, but I have this Red Hat thing. It would be nice." Thanks a lot, really, for your help.
Luca, related to that, what I find which can be a double-edged sword with UBIs, is that they tend to release new fixes almost every other week. And so what would be cool is to be able to automate that to detect when a new image is, automatically build it. And then do maybe like, smaller sort of Falco releases after we've done some testing on those images. And because like I say, you might have a cycle where you're almost releasing, like I say, these UBIs can almost be released every 2 weeks with vulnerability fixes in them. And so having, sort of quicker image-based releases on Falco may also be something to think about or handy in that particular case.
Yeah.
That's really great point, Terrell. And I thought a bit about it, and I noticed that the current test infra and the way that the Falco artifacts are currently published doesn't really allow that. But I've seen that in the Red Hat catalog, many images are tagged with an additional tag, like you have, for example, Falco 031.1, snapshot 1, snapshot 2, and so forth. And I think if it's possible to use a build system that is not the regular Falco one, it's something designed for this use, we can actually somehow plug it in the way UBI is released. So basically that would say, please use the same RPM or installer for the same version of Falco, but use an updated UBI every time. And in this way, we could actually have an image that is not the exact same of the normal Falco image, because that goes with the normal test infra, but has all the advantages of having all the vulnerabilities fixed and being always up to date with UBI. And of course, we can put a little bit of smoke testing in there, because so that when the automation runs, we can check that Falco actually can execute and nothing weird has happened. Although I trust Red Hat to maintain a lot of compatibility, because Red Hat is really good at that in my experience. So I think that would be ideal if possible. And I've seen that the images in the catalog do come from it's not the usual registry.access.redhat.com. There's another one that is used for third-party contributed software, and it would be fantastic to know if it's possible to build a pipeline in there.
Yeah, we have done that before. We don't have one currently shipping to the catalog, but that parity between the UBI base image and our base images in Falco is something that has to be created. And I guess the use case here for having a certified UBI image for Falco is to support rel shops, right? Shops that get full support from Red Hat, they would be interested in deploying that version of Falco instead of the Debian-based derivative, right? So I guess that's the main goal here.
And also, I think that not only the Red Hat shops, but even people that have a requirement for security in their infrastructure to have vulnerabilities that are certified with or scanned with zero images that have zero vulnerabilities would benefit a lot from that. The trade-off in this case is that in the UBI image, you cannot put all the compilers for legacy software that are included in the main Falco image, because that image is built to be as compatible as possible, let's say. Of course, it's a little bit less compatible, but there's not even one bit that will be unsupported or out of date, because it will always follow the latest upgrades.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, I heard maybe Fred or Terry were saying something, and I heard before. Sorry if I interrupted.
No. I was agreeing with you. Yeah, there is also, of course, the advantage of using an image that is constantly updated for security vulnerabilities. So yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot. If you can follow up whenever possible, Falco channel is around, and we're around. Thank you so much.
Yeah. That would probably be the next steps after we get this patch that Terry is sending, hopefully today. I think we can start looking at the base images, and we could come up with the base image for the libs for both the Debian but also the UBI, And if you guys have GitHub automation already in place, like GitHub workflows, Michaela, that's something that we can also contribute. Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Anyone else wants to add something, or maybe you have some features that you're developing or thoughts? I believe we're good. So as a recap, remember that for the 0.31.1 image Falco release, if everything goes well, we could have it today, or if not, we'll do it tomorrow. So it's hoping that everything does go well. Please, you can reach to us at any time in the channel, and thank you so much everyone for joining, and have a good day. Bye.